Hello, everyone. What's going on? So, Charleston White, man, it was just surfacing earlier this morning, man. But I believe it happened last night. He had a self gunshot wound. He shot himself in the leg. He was at a Dallas strip club, man. I believe he received a lap dance or whatever. But just about Charleston White, man. I heard of him too, and I actually watched some of his videos on TikTok. And he's really known for actually helping the youth and turning them away from crime and actually inspiring them. He's actually one of the CEOs, actually the CEO, I say, of Hype. It's called stands for Helping Young People Excel. He wants them to educate them. It's an organization that's going to help kids to get the skills they need, trades and things of that nature to compete in society and steer away from crime. Because Charleston White, if you do some research, he actually, when he was 14 years old, he was caught up. He ended up serving 7 years in prison due to like shoplifting. Him and his boys were shoplifting athletic jackets, and a guy that confronted him in the parking lot was shot dead. Now, according to that story back then, Charleston White didn't pull the trigger. He just so happened to be there in a connection of the shooting. Therefore, he served 7 years and he started turning his life around. And you can see him, he's known for his YouTube controversial comments and disparaging comments about rappers in the hip hop community. Actually, him and Soulja Boy got into a beef earlier this summer. He maced him, and the entourage, it was just like a big thing, man. So him and the hip hop and the rap music, he really he talks about like Nipsey Hussle, King Von, these rappers that died. Even he made some comments about PNB Rock. He was like, okay, well, people was asking him what you think about PNB Rock that got killed. He was like, okay, well, what about the kids and people that got killed in Philadelphia? He's just another rapper that died. He's the one who was going ahead and spreading this poison here in our community, talking about gun violence and gangs. What do you expect? So you live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's pretty much his mentality. And I can see, he's not really, I won't say loved, but some people may be kind of upset about him, the way he speaks on these rappers, and some people love him. But at the end of the day, man, he's really interesting individual. He's a very smart man. He talked to the Texas Council, but all these things, man. But he's changing his life around. He really cares about the youth. He even said that he didn't want his son to be a rapper or anything. He was going to disown him. So it's just a lot of things going on. But I can see why he was strapped. Now, my thing is now, the law here, you're not really supposed to have a gun in a public place like that, unless you have special authorization. Okay, your security. Usually they pat you down. So he didn't have no holster, I don't think. So he had it on him, and they don't tell him the gun just discharged, and he was drunk. And you can't be shooting yourself like that, man. You got to be extremely careful. Understand that he lives in a society that people may try to off him because he's kind of a local influencer and a celebrity, and so he was doing this for his own protection. But I don't know if you can hire security or anything in that nature, though. But it's just really unfortunate, man. So I'm just glad that I think he's okay right now. He's just injured himself. But it reminds me of Plaxico Burress, who used to play for the New York Giants. Plaxico Burress, when he shot himself, he was drunk, and I think he served 2 years for that, man. And he ended up couldn't play for the New York Giants, or he was out the NFL, and we haven't heard from him since after the Super Bowl. But Charleston White, man, a lot of young people, young cats that look up to him. I know some people that YouTubers that like Charleston White and have his videos circulating all over TikTok and YouTube. But man, I just hope he gets well. That's just pretty much my take on it. You got to be careful, man, because I don't know how the law is. Like, I know in Texas, I don't know if you're going to do some time for that, or they might just confiscate your gun. You're going to be real restricted. So I just hope he heals up and just continue to be on podcasts and speak his truth, man. But that's all we have to say. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Just the updated news that's going on right now. I'm out. Deuces.